At the University of Arizona, students are encouraged to download COVID Watch, an app developed on campus that lets them know if they've been exposed to someone who's tested positive for the coronavirus. The app also helps determine the person's risk of getting infected based on that exposure, providing health officials with important information to help tailor their advice in each case. Joyce Schroeder, a molecular and cellular biology professor, is the campus lead working on the app.
The campus itself has the ability now to set the exposure notification levels. And what does that mean? That means that if we want it to be really, really sensitive and pick up the smallest potential exposures, we can set the app so that it's going to notify somebody with the smallest exposures. We can go all the way in the other direction and set it so that it's only notifying people if they're absolutely, no question, heavily exposed to somebody.
Around the country, officials are turning to apps like these to help in the fight against COVID. They are using the technology to figure out when to notify people who've been exposed and what to tell them to do next, says Jeffrey Kahn, director of Johns Hopkins Berman Institute of Bioethics.
There's a little bit of laboratory of the states happening. So Arizona may do something, Virginia may do something else, and we will learn. Maybe we won't learn everything we need to for this pandemic, but everything we learn in this pandemic will be useful for the next pandemic.
The standard health recommendation now is if you're exposed to the virus, you stay home for 14 days. But Samir Halai, co-founder of COVID Watch, says technology like his app gives health officials the ability to personalize what they tell people to do.
We individualize the quarantine recommendation based on your specific exposure history. What we are also now adding is personalization, where we can look at your specific risk profile, your age, pre-existing conditions, and things like that. Then those are some things we can use to personalize recommendations even further. We need to be more nuanced about what we ask people to do.
The app can work based on a community's specific needs, Halai said. A city with few cases may want to notify and lock down everyone who's been exposed. A city with a major outbreak might not be able to do that and would set the app to notify people most at risk. But the first step, getting people to download the app.
I had privacy questions about it. I wasn't sure how much information am I giving my name, am I knowing exact people who, that person has had contact, stay away from them. I didn't know if that was the energy behind it.
I've read up on it a little bit, and honestly I feel pretty good about it. I don't know. I know there's they've done a lot of stuff, to avoid privacy issues, so I think it sounds pretty legit.
University officials are in a race against the virus, hoping the app will help them to keep people safe and allow the campus to stay open. Michelle Quinn, VOA News.